This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
That boy don't care. He's like, what are you going to do? Fire me? My family are millionaires. Go for it. What have I got to lose? Nothing.
You're
You're not
right.
going to fire me. You're not going to fire me.
They would never. Jisung would be in an uproar, and no one wants to make him upset. He's the baby. Enhypen proves that Halloween is a lifestyle, not just a season. The 2000s babies of NCT show us how to 90s love, and Kai is, well, he's Kai. Check it out.
What's up, you guys? It is Not Your Average Fangirls back with another week of K-pop-ness. It's your girl, Kat, and Enhypen. That's it.
That's it. That's the tweet.
That is the tweet. Hey guys, it's Cynthia Enhypen, period.
Hey everyone, it's Terica. Schumann's back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah! I know our friend Kinty's really excited about that. So, yay, welcome home.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. And hello everybody, this is Carolina. Got7 is back, y'all. Got7 is back, and I'm thriving in all this content that I still have to watch, but I know that is there. So we took a break last week because, you know, the holidays. And yeah, so now we're gonna try to compress 2 weeks into one, so.
Woo!
Love that.
Let's start off with some BTS talk because we love to talk about BTS. They are nominated for a Grammy. Like, what Yoongi wants, Yoongi gets. That's it. That is it.
It was funny watching it, like watching the notifications flow, the nominations live, because even though we had the list of what they submitted for, because they submitted for like 7 different categories. Even though I knew exactly which ones they were in, I was still like every category, like best country album, I'm like BTS.
I was so nervous. Like, it went through like way faster than I thought they were gonna go through. I was like, I don't want to sit through this whole thing. Like, it's taking forever. But it went through really fast. But I was so nervous that like I was like, I'm just gonna like wait because there's like 5 categories in between the next like the thing they submitted for. And then next thing you know, they went through those damn categories so fast. Like, I didn't even see it. I had watched the entire thing until this last moment, and right when they get nominated, I see it on Twitter, and I'm like, wait, what? I turned away for 2 seconds.
They're like, you gotta be patient, Grasshopper. You should have just waited and stayed.
I couldn't. I was so nervous. I was like, I need to just not. I need to do something else for like 5 minutes.
I was at work, and you guys were just like, yeah, the nominations are, right? Was I at work? It was in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
was at work too.
like, I didn't even know, was I at work? I blacked out. But I was at work, and I remember being like, Cynthia being like, oh, they're doing the nominations for the Grammys. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna watch it. And then I got super busy. And then next thing I know, I just saw the clip of them being nominated. And I was like, oh my God.
They were so cute too. They were like screaming and excited.
Yeah, they filmed their reaction from 2 angles.
Yeah,
right.
Reaction kings. All right.
Yeah, a whole setup.
But they stopped it. They cut it before they started crying, or one of them started crying.
Yeah, as if we've never seen them cry before.
Exactly. Right? Tae was very confused.
Yeah,
he was like, oh, wait, what?
He's like, oh, that's us.
Oh, BTS. Oh, okay, yeah, BTS. Wait, I'm BTS.
Yeah, he was that one meme that was like, wow, congratulations to BTS. Wait, I'm BTS.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, when they won Album of the Year in like 2016.
Exactly. At least he was there. Hobie was asleep. He just did not care. He's like, they'll let us know. Like,
I think he had something in the morning because he was up somewhere really early. So I think he had something going on. I just don't know what.
Did. He filmed his separate little reaction thing, like a little tweet he did where he's like, you know, dancing or whatever.
And then Yoongi was just asleep.
He was in his rehab place, his physical therapy rehab.
Okay, was he there? Or was he... Oh, okay, because what I understood, I thought that he had, like, gone to sleep.
Yeah, he had gone to sleep early because he had to be early in the morning to be up for rehab.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how that was an excuse for the Grammy nominations. He was like, yeah, I had to be awake early, but for Jin's birthday, he was up at midnight, like, tweeting. He was like, oh, fuck that. He was like, happy birthday. Fuck rehab.
Cute.
Oh, they're so precious.
He was probably so nervous. He probably cried, honestly. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah.
Same.
It does. I will say
cry.
this, though. So, obviously, this is amazing. It just sucks that, it had to be for their English title track. But
I know.
I'll take the wins where we got them.
And also, none of the artists but BTS are an actual group. They're just, it's all collaboration songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Make that make sense.
literally. I was
The
like,
Grammys
okay,
never make sense.
Literally
They
never.
They never do.
Never.
Even in the introduction, there was like, the Grammys are about inclusive, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like,
Yeah,
sure,
they lied.
Jan. Yeah, they said that last year too, but okay.
You lie!
You lie. In other
You lie.
BTS news, they also got #1 for Life Goes On the Billboard chart.
All Korean track. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Hey.
So for everybody, like, this just brings when Dynamite did it, and everybody's just like, oh, well, it's in English, so obviously he's gonna make it. And I'm just like, what's your excuse now, honey? That shit. But here's the thing, though. I will say, that song only got 6 radio plays, which means that nationwide, it only got played on the radio 6 times that whole week, and it still made it to #1. And that's one of the big things for these charts, is just like, oh, well, it has to be like radio played like multiple times. So this is even bigger because this song made it to #1 without that. And I'm just like, yeah, screw you guys. All of you PDs out there in the radio industry, I know that y'all are freaking out. I know that some of y'all did not want to play that song, and now that it's #1 on Billboard, you're just like, crap, I might get fired.
But also, all these radio stations milk the shit out of BTS with this whole, ask BTS a question, and you don't even give them no spins? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, which, by the way, if y'all watch that, I am in one. Because that's just how the world works. So they saw my face being stupid. Great. But no, totally. Like, they use them for clout and social media clout and this and that, and they just don't even play their track. But they still #1.
They still made it. They still #1, Your Honor.
Also, it was Jin's birthday, and he gave us a gift of Abyss.
Which was
he gave us a gift of existing. His mother gave us a gift the day he was born.
Okay,
Exactly.
you're right. And he went a step forward and still gave us Abyss.
I know. Last year, he said he was too busy to release a song for his birthday because 2 years ago, he released a song. Well, like a remix, but still amazing. Love that. Breathtaking. And so then this year, he's like, he said that he had like a really bad sense of burnout. And then he talked to Bang PD about it. And he convinced Jin to put what he was going through in a song. And so thus, Abyss was born.
You know what you should do because you're burnt out from making music? You should make more music.
That's literally
That's
what
what you should do. He's like, okay. It's so
He's like, you
pretty,
know what,
but
you're
it's
right.
so sad.
It worked out great, which is kind of wild though, because like this is the second member that wrote a song because of burnout, because Tae wrote a song because of burnout too.
Yep.
So it's kind of wild that the year that they were forced to slow down is when they felt burnout. I'm assuming because they're the type of person that is so used to like going like go. And now they're like, oh no, I'm alone with my thoughts.
Yeah, but it's also kind of that way that like when you're going, and your body doesn't have time to rest, and then all of a sudden you have that one day off or something, and now all of a sudden you're sick, like you have the flu because your body's just like.
Yep. So I think it caught up with them, like all of the touring, all of the no sleep, all of the going. I think it caught up with them.
100%. But the song is beautiful. It's amazing.
Yes.
Jin is my comfort K-pop boy, if no one knew, if no one has guessed it yet. So I perhaps may have sobbed listening to the song in the bathroom when I was in the shower. It's just great, you know? He just has that effect.
She cries to all of Jin's songs. I have
I
video
cried to
evidence
all of
this.
his solo songs, except Moon. Except Moon. I didn't cry for that, but that's still Bob's love that.
Because it's that sad.
Yeah, you're right. It's not so. I don't know, man. Jin just, like, he's just such a comforting person, even though, like, we don't really know anything about him personally. Just, like, his aura just brings me so much comfort, and his voice is so beautiful.
You know, it's funny that you say that because it's true. Like, we know the least amount of things of Jin. We just know his persona and BTS Jin. But we don't know much about Suck Jin. So, like, that's why.
Ooh, that was deep.
That was
He's
deep.
mentioned that he doesn't really like
You know
talking
Jin,
about...
but you don't know Suck Jin.
Oh my god. The start of his documentary, of his biography.
I would love
His
that.
Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
You know the artist Jin, but do you know Suck Jin?
Will we ever know him? Well, I mean, we do in his music, because that's the most vulnerable we ever get to see him, is like through like the music that he puts out, that he helps with. Because he said that he doesn't want to talk about his troubles, but in music he thinks it's fine to do that. Appreciate you, Jin. We love you.
We love you and happy birthday. And guess what? Another birthday gift for you, because you can postpone your military enlistment.
The BTS law is official, everybody.
Yep.
Literally called it that. I was like, y'all could have chosen any. Literally, y'all could have chosen any name, and y'all chose the BTS law. I said, this is
damn. Did they really? I thought that was a joke. Oh my god.
No, that's real.
It's not.
That's real.
It's not official, the name, but it's like like what they call it, like the
court
nickname.
document that the bill is under was called the BTS law.
Maybe it's like the working name, like your rough draft before you have to like submit your paper. So you just call it the BTS law.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. But yeah, but the government, the South Korean government has been going back and forth with this, and same with the public. And not just for BTS, but just like for anybody in general that gets the award, the cultural award that the government gives, then they can like delay their enlistment up until they're 30. But it's just like wild, because this just started this whole conversation of everybody being like, oh, BTS did that, and everybody's just like, you do know that this has been going on. It's just that they never really put it to K-pop idols, because up until recently, K-pop was mainly like, yeah, it was international and stuff, but it was mainly Korea.
Yeah, now they're getting all this revenue from people visiting specifically for concerts, or just going places where like they had the music video shoots, and they're like, we're not taking a chance on missing out on this money.
Yeah.
But though I understand the concept of like, oh, well, it's been done before, but you have to give credit where credit's due. Like you have to, look, you can put it any like which way form, but you have to, BTS changed the entire dynamic of the K-pop industry. Like, girls were not flying across the country or flying across the world to go see other K-pop groups. They were flying across the world to see BTS. Like, just the pure revenue that they have brought into the country of South Korea in the past like 3 years is ridiculous. Like,
well, yeah, even like the Korean people have said it. They're just like, they shouldn't have to go. The money that they're in tourism that they're bringing into the country, hell no. People are literally like, when Bam Bam was doing the whole thing and people were volunteering so he didn't have to go.
Yeah.
Literally, like, I remember reading when all this started, Korean men being like, I'll just volunteer. Can I volunteer? And I'll go early for him. I'll go again just so he doesn't go. So literally, they don't go.
Literally, they were like, I'll enlist again. I'll do it again. I was like, God damn. But I mean, you think about it, like any place that BTS has been to, or any restaurant that any of them have mentioned, anytime there's a BTS fan that comes to Korea, they go there. Like, it's just instantaneous boom. It's like Choice. Every time a Choice goes to Korea, they go to Donghyun's mother's restaurant. Like, it's continuously. Every time I see one, they're always there. Like, you bring in revenue to small businesses, to restaurants, to little things. Like that one lady that BTS always ate at her restaurant when they were like trainees.
Yeah.
Bruh. Her restaurant is massive. Like, huge. So it's like, you gotta think of it in perspective. And everyone's like, oh, well, this isn't fair because not all artists get the merit award. I was like, well, if your artist brings in revenue to the country, then they're gonna get it.
Yeah, I feel like though they're gonna make exceptions. Like maybe this group didn't get the like award or whatever, but like if they're gonna sit down and look at the revenue they're generating, and they're gonna be like, yeah, I mean, we can see the potential. You know what I mean? Because like even if you don't get this like award, like if you're bringing in money to your country and they know you're only gonna get bigger, they're not gonna stop you mid peak and be like, yikes, sorry. Yeah, no. So I'm pretty sure they got it. They know who they're gonna be like. Let's see.
There's some people that are like, oh, well, this just needs to happen, like for them to just stop doing the whole 2-year drafting thing. And I'm just like, no, listen, there's a lot of politics and a lot of like this is their way of being like protecting their country. You can't just go in there and be like, well, my K-pop boy can't go to the freaking military, so you gotta stop this whole thing. I'm like, no, it's not that simple, Susie, okay? Like, it's not.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Like, whatever the government fits best for that situation, whether it's they just drop it all together and they don't make enlisting mandatory, or they like give people special exceptions, like, that's their country's business. Like,
Yep.
yeah, they know. They got it. They're handling it.
I appreciate it, though, because I was really scared that I wasn't going to be able to see BTS again.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm great. Like, yeah, this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. God bless. God bless.
God bless. Y'all will see me again. I'll go spend my money in your country again real soon.
Yep.
As soon as you let me come. Please.
As soon as you let me, I'll be there.
Yeah, it's like fucking sports, like athletes in Korea. Like, if you win a gold medal, you don't have to join the military. Like, it's like a whole thing. Like, the whole fucking Korean soccer team, when they won the gold medal in the Asian Games, like, they don't have to go to the military anymore. They were literally, like, on the field sobbing.
Crying.
I was like,
I would have been, sobbing.
Yeah, and then, like, the Korean minister of whatever the thing is, like, cultural things, he was talking about, like, artists that they're looking, like you said, Terica, like, artists that they're looking out for, and, like, the revenue they're starting to see these artists, like, bring into the country. ATs is on the top of the list, just saying. And I'm really excited. I'm excited to see, like...
It's the Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism.
Yeah, there you go. And he's like, we got our eye on a few of them. ATs. And I was like, I love that.
Everybody here is just like, so is Taemin? Taemin must be in that list. Taemin gotta be on that list.
Oh, Taemin
sure.
Taemin. He has to be. Just because, like, even just the sole point of him being a part of SM, like, with that whole, like, the cafe. I went there and I spent money to get into a museum to see pictures that I could easily just search on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Or to see costumes that I saw when, you know, I watched the live stream of the tour. Like, even a cafe. Like, oh, this cupcake is $12? Bet, because it got Taemin's face on it. You know, it was probably a cupcake that I could have got, you know, a box Betty Crocker cake or some shit that I could have made at home. But it didn't have Taemin's face on it if I would have made it at home.
You right?
You right. Paid $12 for it.
Talking about the military, Uptension's Jinwoo enlisted a couple weeks ago. So that's one less member for Uptension. And we delayed his enlistment because there's a COVID outbreak in K-pop. Funny enough, Uptension's member, Beto, he tested positive. And also Kogyo also tested positive from his group. So basically, they were at Inkigayo, was it?
Yeah. Inkigayo and Music Bank.
So everybody that was on there had to get tested. I think, like, who was there? Like NCT.
Oh my God.
TXT. Monster X.
Yeah.
Treasure.
They all had to go and get tested. Thankfully, none of them have shown up positive, but Everglow members did test positive, Yerin and Sihyun, so we're wishing the best for them and for them to recover quickly. And look at how fast that thing just, like, rolled the ball.
Yep.
The whole K-pop fandom was in shambles that day.
Yeah.
Everybody was freaking out trying to trace back, like, who was there, what group was this, oh my God, but their group wasn't there, but they're MC, so now their group has to get tested because they were the MC on the group, and, like, it was, like,
it was wild.
I was like, damn, if you think about it, it's so, like, random because out of all of the members, 2 of them were positive and then the rest weren't. And then, you know, obviously they're quarantined. And just with, like, Everglow, too, like, not all of them tested positive, which just goes to show you just never know.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Also, it could be as simple as, like, the 2 members of Everglow, for example. Maybe they interacted with, like, a certain person, but everybody else didn't. Like, you just never know exactly. I just know that Twitter was insane. Everybody, like Terica said, it looked like that SpongeBob episode when SpongeBob's just running around crazy, like, inside his head, and everything's on fire.
They were like, cancel the mamas! Cancel
It was
everything.
crazy. I
like,
woke up to
whoa.
bubble messages, like, there's some NCT
Oh, yeah,
members.
NCT, like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, there was like, everyone stay like calm, like we're gonna get tested, we're gonna be okay, and I was just like, oh my god, and then like 2 days later, I get like another bubble message like, I'm healthy, I'm fine, remember guys, wear your mask. I was like, oh my god, thank god, bawling like I was invested, like it was me that was gonna get sick, like I was invested. Oh my god, my baby.
I mean, that's so many members though. Like NCT just for like 1 or 2 units. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, they had to test everybody.
Yeah, that's so
all
many
23
people.
of them. Oh my god. But yeah, but we hope for a speedy recovery for everybody that did sadly get test positive. Like my Everglow girls. Y'all got this.
Babies.
Y'all got this.
They'll be okay.
And some other news due to all of this COVID stuff too. Victon's album got postponed. Have they said when they're releasing
Well, their
it or not
album
yet?
got postponed because there was a COVID outbreak within their company, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Also, it was a completely other COVID.
Yeah, it was a staff
Breakout.
member
Okay.
It was a
that
staff
tested
member,
positive.
Yeah. There hasn't been any news about when it's gonna be, sadly.
I know. They're all in quarantine still.
They're all still quarantined. Yeah, so that's why Ho-chan probably
They
made
tested
his
them?
Instagram.
And threw them into quarantine. They're like,
They
nah,
did.
get in the room.
I don't think they're even with each other. I think they're all like at home. So
Oh wow.
We'll
Dang.
see, but yeah, I mean, hey, Chan finally got an Instagram because of it.
Oh my
Just,
god, yeah,
you know.
he did.
Plan M just nonchalantly sitting on that album while I'm out here thirsty and dying. It's fine.
Right? Their first full album. Oh my god. COVID, why?
With
Oh,
a
how
Hansei
sad.
solo track, just sitting on it like nothing.
Oh, it has a Hansei solo track.
Yeah, girl, they each got a solo track except for
Oh.
Samu. They said, we got you a whole album. You aight. The rest of it.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's fine. We'll wait. We waited this long, you know?
Anyways, throughout this whole thing, also with the enlistment delayed, like the military enlistment postponement news, we got that the Goo Hara Act did pass.
Yes.
And I'm still
Yay.
confused as what it means.
Oh, so
Because I read something and that just threw me completely off. And I was just like, I thought it was something completely different.
Yeah,
so
same.
it's
It's for their inheritance. Like,
Yeah,
where
So
so-
it is like the K-pop artist, like the parent, if they didn't raise them,
Yes.
they don't get any of their money, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rightfully
okay,
so. Because her mom was like trying to get the inheritance,
Yep.
even though like she had like completely abandoned them, and so her brother was just like fighting for the right for future artists as well, because he wants to like even start like a fund for like trainees and stuff, so that way they don't go through what she
Yeah.
went through and all that. But yeah, like the mom was like greedy. She showed up to the funeral with like 2 lawyers. Like, who does that?
Oh yeah,
the
bro.
heck?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's kind of essentially like being emancipated, like how artists
Yep.
can do that here.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then if an artist does pass, their parents would literally have no right to their inheritance. Like, they would be able to give it to whom they want.
Oh, that's good. So yeah, so whoever like
Raised them, essentially. So Goo Hara, like her brother, like when her mother abandoned them, it was her and her brother. So
Yeah.
he would get the inheritance because it's what she would want. It
Right.
was for him to get it. Yeah.
like I read that and I for some reason I thought that this was completely different. Like it was for something completely different. And then when I read that I was like, wait, what?
But there were so many issues going on within this one case. Like
Yeah.
from like the thing with the scumbag to like now the thing with her mom. Like it was just a
Yep.
lot happening.
So
It
I
was a
thought, I
lot.
thought it had
Poor
to do
baby.
something with like domestic violence,
Yeah.
and then I read the thing and it was just like, no, the parents, the inheritance, just like, wait, what? So
yeah,
then-
I was on the same page, Carolina, when I first read about it, and I was like, oh.
There's still like the petition going on for her name, so I'm assuming there might be something going on in the future, because it said that the deadline was the 16th for that, so maybe there's something else in the works. I'm glad that everybody's fighting for justice in her name, because unfortunately she didn't have justice.
Yeah, it's sad that it took all of this for people to be like, yeah, this isn't right.
right, yeah.
It was never right.
But let's move on now for our comebacks of this week, y'all. It's a lot. Like we said, we're trying to compact 2 weeks into one. We might miss a couple of comebacks, so just so y'all know. But these were the ones that people were talking about the most. So let's get this started with my baes. Got 7. Yes.
Seven.
They finally released an album after like 8 or 9 months. Who knows? And yeah, they came at it. So they did title track Last Piece. It's not my favorite. It is not my favorite GOT7 thing that they've done. After giving me the bop that was, Die and Swear by the Moon, and this song just didn't fit the same. But anyways, Breath though, that bitch. But anyways, let's talk about Last Piece.
I agree. Yes. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I do too. I really.
Let's start with Last Piece.
Yeah, but let's start with Last Piece. So basically, the song is very just like, you're the reason for my existence, like the most important piece and things like that. And I thought it was cool that if you notice, like when they're doing like their solos in the music video, there's like missing paintings, but when they're all together, the gallery is like all complete. And I was just like, oh, 7 for 7, always. I love them. And I really like the rock element in this song. I feel like the song's not bad. I'm not saying the song is bad. It's just not my favorite title track. And I feel like it was lacking something. J-Bomb, don't come for my ass. Okay.
He's already outside your window.
I know, right here, looking at me.
He already got us on his hit list just because of me, so don't worry about it. I'll take the bullet.
What's 2 more?
But here's the thing, though. He mentioned I don't remember where he mentioned something about this song. They were talking about Last Piece, and he said that it was different, and then that I think JYP people said something and they changed it, and now it's this. And I'm like, I bet you $5 that the other one that they made you change was probably superior at this, because JYP staff is always sabotaging GOT7.
That's how it goes for them. It's so sad.
It's so fucked up. I hate it. But besides that, they all look good.
Can I talk about Bam Bam's rat tail?
Yeah.
Ew.
But that red hair, though.
His red hair is beautiful, but that rat tail is so nasty.
Exactly. But the thing is, I hate that I'm still attracted to him. I'm like, God damn it. Like, why? Why are you still
it's the
so
Mexican
good looking?
in you?
Oh, I hate it.
You're like
Ew.
preconditioned to like just accept the rat tail, to just go with it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm like, from this angle, I can't see it.
And Bam Bam is buff. Like,
yeah, everybody trying to get swole in the K-pop world, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we chilling here. I'm good with that. Like, you can get swole. It looks great. You look great.
Yeah.
Meteor. Oh my god. But I love that they keep doing things that, like, keep doing songs that is like together. Like, it's just a 7 for 7. Like,
they're so
for
cute.
me, that album is actually my favorite GOT7 album. So the fact that they keep doing like this type of theme, I love. I like the romantic type of style, but again, it's just not my favorite title track by them. Now, Breath, though, that song, which was the pre-release,
she's that bitch.
She is that bitch.
I thought she was like the title because like it came out first. I didn't realize it was a pre-release, and so I was real confused when I saw the music video and heard the song, but then there was no rest of the album, and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, they did double title track, and the Breath is just, that song is so good. The video, like the transitions and all the stuff, like it just looks so fun.
It's
and
fun.
Yep,
yeah,
that whistle, it's like Peppa Pig. Can you whistle?
I cannot.
Peppa almost got God at the bottom of the lake.
Dang. The rest of the album, though, I like. There's a couple songs that I'm just like, what? But Special, I absolutely love. So Jackson, what's up? Waiting for You is my fave on the album. Waiting for You is just so good. And then We Are Young.
Mean It is the one.
I Mean It is my favorite song.
Is the one. That is the one.
Yes.
That is the one.
Yeah, no, I feel like my favorite is Waiting for You, but then I Mean It is also one of my favorites. Like, that song is so fun.
Yeah.
And every time I mean it. Anyway, so yeah, so we waited so long for GOT7 to have a comeback. And again, I feel like the title track was like compared to the other songs. But I'm just happy that they're back and giving us content because they look so happy together.
Yeah, they're cute.
And then Pending Doom is still coming. Are they gonna read that? I don't want to think about it. So there's that. Go listen to GOT7's last piece though. The music video is really cool.
JYP do better. Thank you.
But JYP do better. Now let's move on to NCT. Let's go. Let's go
in a house.
Hey. So they came back with the Resonance Part 2 title track. Well, they did double title track, but let's talk about it all. 90s Love.
90s Love.
So that old hip hop style. And you know what's funny? It's because like half of them weren't even born in the 90s. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. I taught them all they needed to know as a 90s baby myself. This is just like from the whole hockey theme, like Mighty Ducks, like it kind
Mighty
of
Ducks,
like
yep.
to like the like styling and the choreo, and then like the song itself, the beats, the flow, the like high notes, like everything. Like there's just pieces of songs in here. So they took parts of the song "Pastor Cavassier" by Busta Rhymes. Don't just hit me, my people wanna jump. Jump that part. Yes, yes. And then there's a part that I can't do it because I'm horrible. But that's from a Belle Biv DeVoe song called "Poison" at the beginning. Yes. And then there's a part in Mark's second verse where he goes. That's jump from Crisscross. So I'm just saying they did their homework. They embodied the 90s. It was a great freaking time. Those black outfits were everything.
Yo, those black outfits were everything, dude. They look so good. Yo, and they have that combo that was like Ten and Haechan belting out, and then it switched to the dance choreo. And it was like Mark Lee in the center. I was like, hold on. I need a break. That was too much. That was too much.
So fun. And like, I love this song. And I love the choreo.
The chorus for me reminds me of I'm about to unlock a memory for the older generation. It reminds me of the intro song to Zoom. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Oh my God!
Zoom! Come on and Zoom! Come on and Zoom!
Oh my God. I was obsessed with that one kid.
Kenny!
Kenny, yes, there you go. Kenny was my baby daddy.
Same. Me and Cynthia were talking about Kenny.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, Kenny.
Zoom was amazing.
Kenny, if you're out there, just know we love
Kenny,
you.
if you're out there, we love you.
He brought lots of happiness to us as children.
You did.
Yes, I love that show. It was such a good show.
You're right, it was. It taught me valuable lessons. I spoke ubby-dubby fluently.
I was the worst at ubby-dubby. My brain did not comprehend that. I was just like, it's cute though.
But I will say this song, Sungchan. That's all. That's it. Just
His
one word.
flow.
His flow, dude.
I love that man's voice. He is so good.
So
I shouldn't say
good.
man because he's like a child, but I love his voice.
I'm really glad that he got his shine, because like a lot of people were just like, oh, poor Sungchan, because he was like overshadowed by Shotaro and things like that, and people were just like, oh, but this kid is so talented.
His flow
He's so
is
talented.
fucking incredible. Like he reminds me of like the Beastie Boys. That's literally the type of like rap style he does. He sounds like he could be in the Beastie Boys, and it makes me like fucking happy on the inside of my like soul. Like it's just so good, and I'm just like, just oh god, his just verse. I was just like, what the fuck? I replay it over and over when I listen to the song. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, no, because I read that like people were just like, oh, like Shotaro took all the shine. I'm just like, nah, this boy, like he also doing it. I see people talk about him all the time. Like
he fits right in too.
Yep, he does.
That whole thing he was like Jego. I was like,
He's so good.
I mean, he fits right into the point that the first time we ever saw him, he barked. On screen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're perfect. No wonder you're an NCT.
Without hesitation.
Between him and Mark's flow together in Misfits, and now him and Mark's together in 90s Love, I'm just like, this is the dynamic duo. Add him to the Taeyoung Mark. Now you guys got a perfect motherfucking triangle. Because the three of them together, like, he ain't been on a track without Taeyoung or Mark. So, like, there's no reason to, like, stop now. So, make sure.
Keep it going.
Make sure you You put his ass in 127, him and Shotaro, and he can be the perfect trio of rapping in 127. Thank you. Just saying, SM, you're welcome. I'm just putting it out there. Or better yet, just make a trio. Just make a trio out of NCT. Mark, Sungchan, Taeyong. Like, that would just, oh my God, I would die. I would fucking die.
That's the biggest question though. Like, no one knows, like, they haven't said anything like what's gonna happen to them after 2020. Like, no one, like, what unit they're gonna be in permanently, like, what's gonna happen, like, no, like, and I don't know. Everyone's hoping that at least by the end of the year they tell us a set permanent, like, unit for them, and not this whole, like, well, we'll see what happens. Like, nah.
I'm hoping that they just start a new unit.
Well, they have
like,
a bunch of new units planned, apparently.
Well, good, because it's just like, don't stop adding people to 127 and taking them out and switching them with somebody else.
Just as long as you leave, Shotaro with Sungchan and Jaemin, I'll be okay. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I want Shotaro to be with Yuta. I just saw that.
I know, but that's sad because they said they're gonna have like a Japan unit, but then does that mean that they're gonna take Yuta away from 127? Like, that's so sad.
I mean, listen, if Mark can be in 127, Dream, and like the unit that hasn't debuted, and the girl unit, probably.
She's Mark. He's Mark Lee. That's why he can be in every unit. You know what they be doing? They took Win out of 127 and put Jungwoo, and we're like, you don't see shit. Like, surprise, like, you see nothing. You see nothing. And everybody's like, yeah, Win and Wavy. Wow, that's great. They were like, no, you don't know that he was in 127. Erase it from your memory.
They really did. They just tried to act like it wasn't a thing, and everyone's like, so we're not gonna address this.
You're just not even gonna acknowledge it. Got it. Okay.
Got it.
Their other track is Work It, and bro.
Work It. You mean Psy's daddy?
It's so fun.
Exactly
like this unit is just like one of my favorite units, just because like they just look like they're having so much fun. Like, they're just like,
I thought it was because Hendery's in it, Johnny's in it, like,
okay,
everybody
look,
you love is in it.
It's because they're having fun, Carolina.
Oh my
they're
God.
Just so colorful, and they're just like, they have their little chant, and they're so cute, and they're just like, I don't know. It just sucks that my little baby didn't get to perform because he's hurted it, but that's okay.
Oh, but it's a vibe, and I like that it starts if the end of the 90s love is the beginning of this music video.
Yes.
Little
yes.
Jisung spinning on a merry-go-round.
But it's a vibe, and Yuta looks good. He looks
good. You know who else looks good? Jaemin looks so good.
I mean, he does look good.
He does look good. Yeah, he does.
That black hair suits him very well.
He looks handsome.
It does.
Look
I understand, Terika, why you're
Thank
always
you.
crying.
Yeah. And then you have the there. I know that there's a part in Work It that it's like it's 10 saying like let's get it done, and then Hendery like shows up like for his solo part, and I was shook. I was like, damn.
Hendery looked great.
Hendery always looks like, right now he looks like cotton candy because the last stage they did, he had a blue suit on and his hair is pink. I was like, he's so cute.
He was ready. Nah, this song, like, he was really good in the song. He was feeling himself.
Yeah,
Johnny needs to take that shit out his hair.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I'm happy because it's like one of those things, like, you know, if you like it, I love it, babe. Like, I love this for you. You're so happy about it. You're having fun, but I really just need
style
it.
It. Just style your hair.
And I feel like it wouldn't be bad if it wasn't blonde. Like, if it was, like, brown, like, natural hair
like, he
color,
could get away with it without it being
would
styled.
be good. It would look nice, but...
Because sometimes, like, when he's wearing his beanie or if he puts it, like, in a little ponytail action, like, it's cute. But when they just have it there, just limp on his head.
Yeah, that's when it's
Lord.
just like, why?
Like, I'm just so happy he's handsome. That's just what we're going to say.
So Work It was basically like a do your thing, but you add a little bit of skirt to it.
It
That's what it was.
is a Psy song, and I love it.
Ooh, nice.
Dance.
That makes sense.
It literally that do is literally from that one.
This
Psy
reminded
song.
me of What Does the Fox Say?
Oh my God, please don't. Please don't. I hate that song. I refuse.
But she loves the
Also,
song.
Jaemin got to say his favorite word in the universe. He got to say seasony, so they put the fandom name in the song. I was so happy for him.
That was so cute. I really like it. And then they just released the Resonance music video, which wow.
I haven't seen it yet. So.
Oh my God. I know a lot of people have issues with it, but I'm just like,
what
NCT
issues?
2020, the whole project was so fun, and yes, they could have did line distribution better and like different things, but like overall, it was good and it was so much fun. And I thought that was this was a nice way to wrap it up. It's just because like some people didn't get center parts or you couldn't really see them, and I'm like, there's 23 people. Like,
I mean, I agree. Like, I was just like, listen, they showed Jaehyun like 50 times. They could have shown him 48 and showed the Dreamies. I did not see Chungha once in this music video.
Yeah, I know. But we already knew it was gonna like they're working on it, you know? And like, yeah, I understand you could be upset because like I too had like qualms with like certain people not being shown Haechan. But it's fine because like at the end of the day it was fun. Like they got through these cool different units. The boys had a blast. Like, yeah,
they did.
There were things that could have been done better, but now we know that like we need to go up from here. So we finally got to this place. We up from here. Anyway, so it's like we finally got to this place where we got to mix up the units because 2000 like NCT 2018 was just basically each unit had a song.
Each unit had a song. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, great, cool. This time, like, and everyone's like, no, we need to mix things up and like. You know, and at this time we got different units, different voices together, different combos, different genres of music. It was great. So now, after we've done this, we can take the whole, okay, how can we do lines better? How can we do screen time better? You know, y'all know SM slow. It's a learning process.
Oh my God, listen, with SM,
it's okay because SM knows that Dream is a superior NCT unit. So like, it's like, you know what? Let's not show them because they're going to be the first release after 2020 because if we don't, everyone's going to murder us because they waited for
we're going to get a
OT7
full Dream album. I'm so excited.
I think it will be Dream though, just because how they ended.
100%.
Oh, it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how they ended the album, like you could just tell. It's like, great, okay,
also,
so the next one is Dream.
Yeah, also Chungha basically told everybody that they were going to get a full album, so there's that.
Love that man.
I mean, he also gave away the we gotta resonate. Like,
yep, he also did the choreo for Work It, or no, something else. Some other choreo. Deja Vu. He did the choreo for Deja Vu or something like that too. So like, there we go.
He's so funny.
So there's that.
But yeah, no, when y'all watch this, like, it's so cool. Like, I'm
excited. I've seen like clips of Xiaojun and I was like,
boy.
There's that center Chaj. Oh my God, that scene. Kat, you're going that like that scene of center Chajun. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, the thing is that they remixed the songs all together and it was like the transitions and everything was freaking beautiful. And there's a part that Ten like kicks the screen and he actually kicked the damn like the camera when they filmed it. And I was just like, that's my man's stupid, but still hot.
Then he told the cameraman, sorry, no hard feelings, my bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Just like thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Oh, my bad.
I was shook watching it. I was like,
I really liked it. I thought the
so
concept
good.
was really cool. Like the transition was really cool.
And seeing them all together, bro, when they were all lined up, like, oh my God. I was like, yes. I can't imagine when it's NCT 40. Like, there's 40.
NCT 40.
I was just thinking about that, like, well, when it's
honestly,
like a reunion tour.
desperately hope. I desperately hope it doesn't get that much. I just can't. I can't. I was looking at that picture of them from that award show when they were standing in that line, and I'm like, damn, I know every single one of their government names. Like,
every single one. Apparently, there's one more member, possibly, so we'll see.
Oh my God. Can you guys teach a course? Can you guys teach a course? Because, like, I only, like, I know them, but I don't know them. You know what I mean?
I'd be happy to. Oh my God. Also, I want to just shout out Jeno, too, because apparently he's, like, the third most credited NCT writer.
Hey,
so there's that. Yes. I just want him to get his shine, baby boy Jeno.
My Taurus baby.
He looks so good in 90s Love. Like,
he did.
He's doing all the rapping. I was just like, everybody shut up. Geno's rapping. Oh my God.
The sweetest baby. He's so cute. In that black outfit, girl.
He's so cute.
Those black outfits, period.
Moving on then, we got Oneus. They released BBUSYEO. And I just want to say that Woong said that he's not a prince from a fairy tale, but I'm like, dude, have you looked at yourself? Yes, you are.
He said a dark fairy tale.
It's kind of funny, though.
I just want to say Ito. Thank you.
You right.
You right. And them glasses, I said, oh.
Yep. He looking good.
He does love his glasses. Cheon looks more and more like Prince Eric every day. Like, every time I see him, he just embodies Prince Eric.
He's so precious.
He looks more and more like his brother every time I see him. I'm like, you got at the beginning, I was like, y'all aren't twins. Now every time I'm like, yeah, y'all are twins.
That's funny because I do the opposite. I feel the opposite. Now I feel like they don't look alike.
At all now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
So this song is a digital release because
Yay.
RBW is like, money. We need
But
it.
it's a good song. I really liked it.
It is a good song.
I thought it was going to be like cheesy because it was for like the digital release and it was supposed to be all bright and colorful. But as y'all said in y'all's reaction, which everyone should go check out, Kat and Cynthia's reaction, it's kind of creepy.
It's kind of creepy. It's very creepy.
It is creepy. It's so creepy when they, even though like in the lyrics and the word itself, it means like they're to break everything. But no, that shit's still creepy. And I feel like there's somebody behind the camera like controlling them or something. And they just can't express themselves in this. So I don't know where they're going, where RBW is going with this. But I think they're going a creepy way with it. And that's okay.
I love that. It reminds me of their Dance Monkey stage break.
But before Cynthia gets like into it, I would just like to say one thing. One of my favorite parts of the entire music video is the fact that on the bathroom door is a sign that says Game of Thrones because your porcelain throne is your toilet. And then Raven's just like sitting on the toilet and they bust in and he's just like, trying to poop here. I just thought that was so funny. Like, I don't know. It was the details, the small things. That's why I make you laugh. But you're the expert, Cynthia. Please tell us theories, anything.
Okay, so...
She said there is none.
Oh.
What?
So, yeah, well, when I watched the video, for the reaction, I had been avoiding everything, but now I'm like, okay, let me look into this now, because this was a digital release, like I said. They previewed it in their online concert, as well as another song, which I really hope that they release, because it was my favorite song from both of them, because this is a really, really good song. But Leftovers is that bitch. And give it to me, but it's fine. I'll wait. Okay, so I looked into it. And yeah, it's basically kind of like when you're being watched and you just have to like fake a smile, and that's as far as I got. I don't think it ties into their universe. Just kind of like a song written easily didn't really tie into their universe either. It kind of like had glimpse of Oneus and it had a glimpse of their universe, but it wasn't like fully tied into it. This was just like, you know, a little funsies.
A sidebar.
Yeah,
okay,
a sidebar. Okay. And I'm here for it. I love it. I love the song, but please give me Leftovers. I need it. It was a song written by Raven and Suho, so I need it. It was a really...
I just know that like their duality is insane because like, and that's what a lot of people are saying too, because they're just like, how did they do To Be or Not to Be, and then they go to this, like that, the duality, and I was like, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like, we must murder small children and feast on their blood till cotton candies and rainbows and cookies and buns. And you're just like, oh, okay.
But the creepiest thing of this video was Raven being quote unquote angry, because that man is a monk. Like, he was a monk in a past life, I swear to you. He does not have an angry bone in his body. He doesn't even know how to scream properly. Like, he can't... When he was, like, even hitting the car, he was kind of, like, confused on how to do it. Like, he's just...
He was just tapping it.
Yeah, he's just tapping it because everybody's, like, full-blown swinging. Cheon, like, he's just like, here's my time to shine. He's, like, breaking everything left and right.
Angry, man.
Yeah, he's an angry baby. And then you look at Raven, and he's just like, tap. I did it.
I did it. How does one be angry? Grr.
Yep.
I read that somewhere too. Like, I didn't even realize it. Like, I hear you saying it, but I didn't realize how much of it like is like a real thing, like in the fandom. Until someone was just like, Raven being passive aggressive, but being extra passive about it. And I was just like, how do you what? And they're like, yeah, he doesn't get angry. It's like, who doesn't get angry? Like,
he
what?
doesn't get angry, girl. Like, no matter what, he just doesn't. I don't know why or how, but he's just at peace with himself.
Maybe he's just one of those people that he masks it really well, and then he'll go off by himself and like scream in the woods or something, and then he's done.
Maybe, but all the members have expressed that even in the dorm, like when everybody's fighting, he's like very like calm, and like even if something, for example, Cheon gets like angry because he's an angry baby, Raven just doesn't react to it. And I guess because Suho and Ido have known him the longest, and they're like, yeah, he's always just been like that. Like, even as trainees, he doesn't get angry. He's just calm.
He's just like, he minded his own. He's just like, you want to throw a tantrum? Go ahead.
I will not reward bad behavior. You will not get a rise out of me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was interesting to see him being disque angry, but
quote unquote mad.
yeah, overall, I love the song, even though, you know, I've expressed I don't like pastel, but I liked this. I was just like, oh, okay. It was more neon than pastel, to be honest.
She's making
She was like, any excuse. Make up any excuse. Neon.
And maybe it's because, like, the smiles were creepy and I was still kind of... And maybe it's also because of the Dance Monkey stage break that I was just like...
Cynthia, you're allowed to be biased, okay? You're allowed to say, because it's Oneus, I love this. You're allowed to say that. You don't have to make excuses.
I don't like their pastel thing that they did at the concert, though. I didn't like that. I was just like, next.
But you liked the concert, didn't you?
I did. I was very...
See?
I did.
It's okay to be biased to your favorites. That's why they're your favorite people.
Moving on then from Oneus, from being all pastel, we're moving into Enhypen. They finally debuted it with Given Taken. The music video starts with a bloody nose, and I said, this is gonna be scary.
Bats.
And they did vampires. They're vampires.
Vampires.
Good.
And blood.
So good. Yes.
And there's creepy children music in the background.
Okay, now that can go. That shit, I was like,
that's the outro.
No,
the
that's the
outro
best
was literally
part.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, it's my favorite thing ever.
Put some respect on that.
but it's so creepy.
Exactly.
Like, that just tells me that children are coming, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
They are children, so it works.
They are children.
Okay, anyway,
Well,
so
yeah,
beautiful
you're
title
right.
track. Given Taken, amazing. This whole album, Border Day One, like, mwah, chef's kiss, incredible. Yes, love that.
Amazing, yes.
But let's talk about this music video. First of all, the looks. Yes. King shit. They all looked incredible.
The styling is
Okay,
great.
amazing. The styling for the first round of choreo for the first chorus with the ascots and like the
Yes.
Victorian jackets.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
Beautiful, wonderful, incredible. The second choreo when they were in the desert and Hee-sung had on like that like floor length jacket.
The
Amazing.
Matrix look.
Those looks incredible. Also, Nikki and Sunghoon, that whole part where they're depicting veins.
Harry, yes.
Beautiful.
So good.
Amazing. Okay, so this song is just, you know what? I can't even. Jake and Jungwon's vocals, yes. Yes. Nikki, yes.
Period.
Yes. Hee-sung, yes. Jay and Jake scene towards the
I love
beginning of the
that,
song.
where they're like straight
yes.
faced.
Yeah, when they're facing each other.
So good. So good. And also the video depicts all of them turning into vampires for the first time. Beautiful.
But who's the leader, baby?
Jungwon.
Jungwon.
Thank you. He was probably the OG vampire because at the end,
Yes.
it was like the 1700s.
No, because Sunu bites him.
But see, I was thinking that he was probably the OG too because of how they showed him at the end, and like maybe
Yeah.
he was teaching him how to like feed. You know what I mean? Like sometimes
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because at the end they backtracked to like the 1700s type of style, type of whatever, and they just focus on him, and he looks at the camera, and that like his fangs show. But everybody else is just playing along like they're little, like they're kids. They're just playing around. So that's why I was just like, he the OG, and that's why he the leader.
I don't know. I can't wait to get to more into this.
Also, Nikki levitating. Amazing.
Oh yeah.
I want to know why Nikki was tied up. But anyway, actor, because
Yes.
that part,
My baby.
beautiful,
That's what I'm
brilliant.
saying. Ugh. And there are even cute moments, like not like you cutesy, but like the parts where they're like showing them like just playing in the background. You could just tell that they were just like, just have fun. Because they were just like doing little cute stuff and smiling and stuff. And I was like, oh, they're so cute. But like the effects on there, like the old timey, like the like it was like a
So
recording.
good.
They had
Yeah.
like the little,
The grain effect over it.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Also, when the bats just like, whew, I was like, it's freaking
I
bats.
told you, I was like, freaking bats!
The bad. Yeah, but with this song though, like I love the strings in this song.
The harp instrument.
The harp
Yeah.
in the beginning. Oh, so
And
good.
like that shit was so pretty.
It goes
And-
back and forth elegantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the choreo.
The
This
choreo.
choreo
The
is
thing
so
they
good.
do with the leg, like, oh my god.
Yes.
the
That's my
leg
favorite.
thing.
When they're all
The
huddled
leg
together.
thing. And when they do it the second time, that's my absolute favorite part. Like my favorite. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yes, I agree. I also really like when they do the dance move when they're in step, like they're stepping in place as they're dancing. You know what I mean? Like they're just like. I'm doing it, but you can't see me.
I'm doing it, but you can't see me.
Anyway,
Hold on,
I
let me
love
send you a
that
video
scene.
real quick. Let me show you.
I love that part, and I also really like when Jay is walking and the members are behind him and they're making like moves with their arms, so it looks like he's glitching, kinda. Like it looks kind of like he's glitching as he's walking.
And also the part with Jungwon where they're in the straight line and he goes through all of them and they're doing like different things, and then Nikki goes through the crowd and he's like, ooh, and then Jake goes through and he's like, boom, and I was like, oh my god.
Yes. Also, the thing they do with their hands in the beginning, where they like pop it open and it shows their eye. Like again, my theory is all trainees like they put them through the test and they have to learn how to like isolate their fingers, because every single like K-pop idol in the world can do weird finger things, and I don't. Especially the girls, they have a whole like 2-month boot camp of just learning how to like
learning how to do different things with their fingers. Got it.
Yeah.
But also we have
so
to
good.
talk about how the lyrics and the meaning behind this song is their debut, like
Yes.
a debut, whether they feel like the debut was given to them or if they took it.
Yes.
So it was like
Yes.
a whole thing, and you're just like, yes, you're right. Were they given the chance or did they take the chance? And I was like, oh my god.
And then
that's
the
so
word
deep.
fate in the back written in blood. I was like, yes.
I know.
Yo, when that shit came up, I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, okay, let's go. This is gonna be like creepy
And
concepts.
also just
Let's go.
this album is
love
just
that.
so good. The
It
Flicker,
really is.
we finally have a studio version of Flicker.
God bless. God bless.
Amazing.
10 month is my fave.
10
Yeah.
Month is great.
Great song.
Let Me In is incredible. I love that song. Oh my god.
The outro is everything.
Yes, Tarek, I was just about to say that. Like the
I love
outro.
the outro.
It's so good. It's like my favorite outro. I can't explain it. It's just so good.
This whole album is just so good. This was such a good release. Like
I'm
this
so
just-
proud of them, because like,
I
I know
am.
people are
Same.
just like, you know, like I know that they had been feeling all types of pressure and types of, you know, and they delivered.
And it's so sweet because they're so like nervous and terrified. Like they did a music bank interview and they were like stuttering and like shaking, and I was just like, oh, it's okay, baby. But I would just say live vocals, because they did a stage for a Japanese like award ceremony or something, and their vocals were fucking mwah.
Insane.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. Everybody watched their debut showcase.
Yes.
Everybody watched Enhypen and High. Like these boys are just I love them. I'm so proud of them. Yes.
I'm really excited about their universe. Like,
Yeah,
Big
same.
Hit, if that's one thing Big Hit's gonna do, they're gonna create a universe, and it's gonna be great. And I'm excited because it's gonna be a totally different feel from the other two universes that we currently have with BTS and TXT. And I don't know, I'm excited. I'm ready to get into the theories.
I know. I love this whole supernatural thing because
Yeah, I think
Yes.
they're doing like a supernatural.
I'm here for
Yeah, I
it.
know, but like the story, I can't wait to figure it
Yeah.
out and what's gonna happen and how it's gonna connect to the rest of their albums.
who's the OG? Are they all vampires or are some of them other supernatural beings? You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
what's the tea?
maybe it's like Foster's Home, but instead of imaginary
Oh,
friends, it's Foster's
It's
Home
like
for vampire boys.
supernatural. Yeah,
Yeah.
for supernatural
boys.
kids.
For supernatural kids.
I mean, Sunghoon even had like his hand on fire, right? So like maybe they all
yeah.
just have different abilities.
They all
We're
Oh my god,
have
it's like the
abilities.
X-Men.
They're like the X-Men.
Maybe that's why Nikki was tied up.
So from supernatural to super sexy, Mr.
Oh my
Kai.
god. Oh my god.
He debuted as a solo artist with his song
Yes. Finally, which we talked about, like, we were talking about it individually, like, to each other, how people were complaining, like, oh, why did it take this long for Kai to have a solo? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, I feel like now is the right time. Like, he knows how he is as an artist. He knows what he wants as an artist, like, what sounds he wants and things like that. I feel like if he would have done this earlier on in his career, it would have been more of like, well, SM is gonna give him like something to play instead of him being a part of it, you know? So I'm just like, this is perfect. This whole album embodies what Kai is.
Yeah, and
Like-
he's so confident in like his voice and his dancing and just like who he is as an artist. Like I feel like it would have been a little clumsy earlier in his career, but now he's just like, I'm Kai.
Yep.
That's who I be.
He was like,
Yes.
First of all,
Oh.
This song is incredible. First of all, the vocals
So
in this
good.
song, incredible. The vibe of this song, incredible. Like, if you love sexy R&B music, you're gonna love Kai's album because
His album is so good.
it's so fucking good. Like, it's too fucking good. I think this is my favorite, like, EXO solo release.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
Oh
like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because even
insane.
like his just everything, like that's my style when it comes to music too. Like I really like the R&B and things like that. And so I mean, Kai's my bias already, so I was just like, I'm already biased at this. And then he came out with this, I was like, okay, you're just trying to kill us all over here.
And
but
the
it's
visuals,
incredible.
Oh my God.
The jeweled like it wasn't really a do-rag, it was like a headscarf that he was wearing in the beginning, and like that silk outfit, and then when he was in the lace with his shirt all open, and I was just like,
Just
Oh my
like
God.
a
Even
ladder.
when he had his baby hairs laid and he looked like a member of the Capitol, he still
he
Yo,
looked
that's what it
so
was. I
good.
couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, what does he look like? That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. He looked
He is
good.
like, the styling is everything.
Listen, and he said in this, he says like, don't even think about other things, and I'm just like, Kai, how am I gonna think about other things when I'm looking at you, boy?
That's
Like,
Right.
Impossible,
Like, you
sir.
already know we're not.
not
So why
possible.
state the obvious?
and he says shoddy in this, and I said, I'm a shoddy,
Like
I guess.
I said,
Chill.
he has reached his final stage of evolution. Like, this is Kai. This is the final stage.
And like the choreo, of
Kai.
course, we knew was gonna be just
oh
like,
god,
Fire.
oh my God. And the part where he's like dancing and then like they do like the whole like I don't feel so good Mr. Stark effect, and then he's like
yep.
bubbling off or whatever. My God.
And the female dancers, oh god,
Oh,
they
the
were in
female
those
dancers.
like corset
Yes.
outfits. Oh my god, I was like, oh lord, I was like, this is the beautiful shit right here. This
Oh,
is art.
Like this was just like sexy. It was expensive. Like it was
Kai.
like so like artsy, but like oh my god, it's
Sexy.
just wild. It was just wild. And then for this whole thing, like so I did a reaction to it. Y'all can check it out on our YouTube. And just kept saying like he's still using his superpower. They're just like,
Yep.
you know what? We're gonna bring up
Teleporting.
these his superpowers. They're gonna be here forever. And I'm like, you're right.
Yep.
So when I saw Kai doing the teleporting thing, I was just like, yes. And at the end,
Oh my
that
God.
thing, the end, it was the Schumann and Dio thing.
Yep.
I'm like, what's about to happen? What is about to happen?
What's going down?
Y'all.
Yeah.
If I don't get the Dio album I deserve, like an R&B album with just some runs all the
It
time,
better.
just some ooh.
That's all I need.
yeah.
It's just a whole album of him going like,
Literally.
That's all we
That's
need
all
is
it
Dio
is.
belting it out in the
It
background.
is not even like a song. It's just 7 tracks of Dio going ooh.
I draw.
yeah.
I'd still buy it. The great and
like the
play
Same.
Hannah
every day.
Montana, like the Hannah Montana transitions, but it's Dio.
Literally. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Besides that, though, besides the title track, like this album is
I want
Chef's
nothing
kiss.
on me but you. I was like, ah.
yes, nothing on me disrespectful, man. But they have vocals for days. Like that's the one thing, because a lot of people, because Kai is like he's a dancer, so he doesn't showcase his voice a lot. So people were just like, oh, like is it gonna be fine? I'm just like, no, like he has good vocals. And then with this album, he was just like, here are my vocals, bitch. Listen to that shit, and now watch me dance too while I do it. And I was like, okay. But yeah, but this song, like Nothing on Me, a bop, Ride or Die, like, oh my God, love
This
that
whole
song.
album is just amazing. Reason,
Hello, Stranger?
Amnesia.
Oh my
Amnesia
God.
is the one.
Like the whole album, like it's so good.
Like Amnesia, that little thing he does, the like falsetto. Oh
my God,
God.
that
And
is
it's
my
like, oh
jam.
God, I don't like, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna talk about
I
it.
can't even
'cause
think about it.
I get
I can't even think about it.
stressed. That
Yeah.
that oh my God, like
Yes.
I lost my fucking mind. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
And the fact too that he did that video, like he didn't just release like the songs like preview, he did
No.
like a whole film
Yeah.
for it.
me and Cynthia
Love.
reacted to it. It's on a channel. We were shook. I was like, are we getting a digital, like a visual album? Like, is he
Beyonce.
gonna pull a Beyonce? Are we gonna get Kayonce out here? He's gonna release a visual album? Like, what?
I'm actually really
I'm
shocked they
here
didn't
for
do
it.
that for him because of like how big he is like in the fashion scene and stuff. Like I
Yep.
was really,
Yeah.
but he got to showcase in the music video with all those outfits because they were bomb. They were different and they were just amazing.
I got things to say about Kai because I watched this episode of this thing that he was in called I Live Alone. He just moved into his own apartment.
Oh yeah, with his puppy.
Yeah, this is the first time he's lived by himself. But also, that man has 3 closets, one for his shoes, one for his pajamas, and one for his regular clothes.
Me
I
if
said,
I was rich.
King
Damn.
shit right there. Like, he goes,
One for
this
pajamas,
is how,
bro. Damn.
girl, his apartment is wild because, like, he renovated it so the doors to his house blend into the walls, so you don't know where doors are, and then you, like, press on the part of the wall and, like, it opens up and there's like a room and then it leads to another room. It's wild. You have to watch this fucking show. I was just like, yo, this apartment's beautiful, incredible.
Wow, having money sounds great.
Right?
And then he has hella fucking closets, and then he was playing hide and seek with his niece and nephew, and he hid in one of the doors that was hidden in the wall, and they were just like, where is he?
I
Where's
love to see him with his niece and nephew. It's like the cutest thing. He loves them
It's
so
so
much.
fucking
I
cute.
know, he does.
And then he, like, called his sister, and he was like, are you gonna come pick them up soon? She
Yeah.
was like, okay.
But if you haven't heard Kai's album, please do, because wow.
So
Like,
good.
It's so good. But from Kai, we're going to move on to Queen Boa. She came back with Better for her 20th year. You know, we've been celebrating her 20th year in the industry. And now she finally released her album. And it's really, really good. And Better just showed that she's still the it girl.
I love the bass in this song.
Oh my god. And this song gave me a feeling of the 90s. It gave me that feel of it in certain places in the song.
Yeah, I was feeling like early 2000s pop girl, especially with that outfit with it was like the green thing over her shoulders and then it was like tied in the front.
Yeah, like the crop top type of thing,
Yeah.
the bralette. Yes. Yeah, I love that outfit. But yeah, no, I want to say actually, yeah, it's not 90s. It's early 2000s. That feel, especially towards the bridge at the end. I love to this day, you know what? I don't want to see any more slander for Boa. I don't care what y'all saying. Twitter was in a chaos about this. And I was just like, listen, Boa is Boa. And y'all gotta give respect. And that's it. Stop talking shit. Thank you.
I do have one really random weird thing to add, but Boa's thighs are
did you see
so
that too?
muscular, so good. Wow,
Okay, girl.
that's hard to do.
Damn, she's so toned.
She is I was just looking at her thighs and I was like, oh my god, that's so hard to get them toned like that. Wow, amazing, queen.
It's because they all do that aerial yoga stuff. Because Yeti posts that all the time with her just hanging in the air and her legs over her head and her arms bent between and I'm like, how, what? I need to get on that.
How'd she do that? Well, it's okay, so in her last release that she did and she was walking upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, in the music video, she's walking as she was lifting just her legs up, but she's walking on somebody's back, and I was like, you right?
Yeah, that male dancer. It was great.
Step
on the men.
Yeah, no, it was so good. It's a really good song, and she's still the queen, and that's it. That's that on that.
Period.
Well, from one queen, let's move on to a newer queen, Chungha.
Hey.
Featuring Rehab, which I love. I love Rehab.
Oh, so good.
That sounds so weird to say. I love Rehab.
I love Rehab, yeah. Rehab everyone.
But Chungha came back with Dream of You, and she said, park the car and come on in. I got whiskey, I got gin, and lingerie.
Lingerie. She could keep the gin.
That's not even the lyric that had me shook. The lyric that had me shook was in the beginning when she was like, that you're with some other bitch. And I was like, ah! It's like, yes.
Yeah.
And she was all like, bam, 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 pose, splits. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yes.
Yeah. This is the
choreo
one
in this is hella dope.
with the dancer that I love, with the glasses. I will give him his shine.
Could not believe this. Yes, her joining 88 Rising, incredible, great decision. Wow, love that. Yes,
She's also gonna be at Jingle Ball in
Yeah, her and
LA.
Luna.
Yes, with Luna. Oh my God, that's so wild to me. But it's insane that the 1 year,
Yeah.
why?
2020 said you thought.
Yeah, when everything's online, now they're just like, let's just bring all the K-pop groups. Yeah, you're bringing all the K-pop groups because nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody will watch it if you don't bring something. So that's why they're being invited. But also no, that's a lie. That's not why. But Luna signed with somebody here in the US, and so did Chungha, so it makes sense. But I'm excited to see Chungha's like, you know, like just them being on Jingle Ball. Like that's wild and amazing, and I love it because obviously we love Luna and we love Chungha. And yeah, but Chungha's a bad bitch.
She is. Also that moment in the video where they all put the hats and like line up, and then when she comes back she's in a different outfit. Just yes.
In her suit,
also like her hair was such a big element for me in this video, like because the white tips with like the all black just added an extra oomph to everything. I was just like, yes. That pink suit with the hat and the suspenders. Yes.
Oh my god, that shit was so pretty. Like her outfits were so on point.
I agree. The pink outfit was my favorite.
Yes. I love that pink outfit. But I liked her suit too. Like the whole
power suit. Oof.
The choreo and the hat and the suits, kind of like the nod to like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson type situation.
I took it as Pachuco.
Literally, it reminded me of Janet Jackson. The All For You, like the MTV like VMA stage that she did that year. Oh, with the black suit with the pinstripes. That's literally what it reminded me of. And I was just like, oh my god.
And then she was just killing the choreo with the dancers, the male dancers. Like their outfits also on point.
The dancer's amazing. Terika's right. Gotta give credit where it's due. The dancer is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I loved him with his glasses. Like, he just wore his glasses the whole time. They just never moved from his face. And it was just great. I was like, he was serving, and I was like, yes, do it for the people who have to pay to see. Love that for you.
Right.
Like, an artist like Chungha comes around once in a lifetime, and, like, I'm just so, like, excited that she's getting an American exposure with 88 Rising. Like, yes, please promote the shit out of her. Give her what she deserves. She deserves to be, like, in the Americas just, like, fucking it up. Like, yes, queen shit.
No, it's true. And, like, we've talked about this before and how, like, people expected for Somi to be this, basically. But they waited too long and they missed the opportunity. But with Chungha, once she got out of, like, IOI, it was just like, go, 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 go. And look where she's at, literally. You know?
They knew what they had. They're like, we're not wasting this.
Like, exactly. Like, there was no waiting. It was just like, okay, yeah, rest for a month or two, and then boom, solo debut, let's go. And I mean, look at her. Like, she has made such a big name for herself. Like, she's one of the top, like, soloists, like, women soloists in K-pop. It's so cool to watch, and her content is good, and like her music is good, and it's not just like she looks pretty. Like so it's just everything. It's everything. That Chungha is.
She's beautiful. She's sexy. She's hot. She's talented. Like,
she's super sweet.
She's so nice. She's so.
And if
nice.
y'all want to see some behind the scenes, like we posted a video it was a while ago, but it was like the ghost of interviews past. You can check that out to hear her just be cute.
She was so fucking adorable. She was so nice. It was so cute. I love that girl. She is, yes, everything.
This is Bomb. I can't wait for her actual album whenever it comes out, because I know they've been teasing about it. So I'm excited.
Also,
if it's anything end, like the song,
the little pop with all the confetti scared the devil out of me. Like, I was so freaking scared because I had my headphones on. It was cranked up, and I was like vibing. I was like, okay, Miss Chungha. And I think I went to like turn to do some check my phone or something, and it was just like, oh, and I was like, ah. But it was cute because it like matched her little light stick symbols and stuff. It was cute.
Yep,
we love that.
Amazing.
But let's end up this week's comebacks with DPR.
We gang.
Hey.
Rep it every day, eh?
Boom, boom.
I ain't feeling them fakes.
Hey.
They don't entertain, eh?
Hey.
DPR, we gang. Anyway, DPR came back with a single.
Featuring Crush and
J of Day 6. J of Day 6.
That pause.
Yes. Just J. It's J.
It's J.
It's J from Day 6.
From Day 6. Did we say that?
This song is fucking incredible. I never knew that I needed this collaboration until I had it. The song is called Jammin' Butterfly, and I was jamming, and I wasn't a butterfly, but it's still
butterfly.
It was still great.
Their voices blended in really well together.
It was great.
Yeah, I
loved it.
couldn't tell the difference between Jay and Crush's voice, which
Same.
was worrisome
Yeah,
and
same.
great all at the same time.
No, I was the same way. Like I was listening to it and I was just like, well, I was reading like lyrics, so it was color coded and shit. So it was like, okay, I know who's who. But when I was listening to the song beforehand, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Like they just blended it all together, and I was like, okay, but I like it because they were like I like one of the lyrics that they're just like, oh, like if you're a honey, I'm the bee, and I was like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah. We were talking about butterflies. It's fine.
Now, I do have to talk about Jay in this song, though, because his verses were incredible. And I was just like, what, sir, what? Like, collaborate with hip-hop artists more often, because if this is what I'm going to get, goddamn. Like,
yeah,
keep
this
doing
is gonna
this.
sound probably really dumb, but like with his verses, like the way that he blended like the Korean and English was like really like it was different. Like usually it's like something
Yeah.
English, something Korean, but the way that like it felt like when one English word like ended, it went right into a Korean where like the sounds were the same or the syllables or whatever. Like it was
Yeah.
nice. It was a good flow, and I was like, okay, Jay, okay.
Yeah, and then like the raspy indie feel of his voice just went
Yeah.
so well. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. I never thought this boy would be on a track like this, first of all. I love it. It was a pleasant and wonderful surprise because the boy is talented
He is.
beyond compare. And I'm so happy that he's getting his shine in something like this. But I'm just sitting here like, if this is like, can you do more of this, sir? Like, can hip-hop artists like put fucking K-band vocalists in their songs, because this is some beautiful ass shit.
We
I was
need
like,
more
this is some
crossover
shit.
with like the K R&B, K hip hop, and like K-pop idol. We need more crossovers, more collabs, like just
Yep.
beautiful unions.
Like I'm here for it,
Mhm.
especially like the K-idols that like are into that music.
Yeah.
Or like they're into that like type of vibe and aesthetic. You feel
Mhm.
so. But yeah, but this song was like such a vibe. It just like puts you in a good mood.
I'm sure he's gonna be doing other stuff because he's been putting a lot of collabs out.
Yeah.
He's just been like, listen, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna keep collabing.
Right? He's like, I'm gonna keep playing Among Us, so I'm gonna keep doing that.
He's so
Has he
funny.
mentioned that
Right.
he's working on like a solo project, like a indie or like a singer songwriter type situation?
No, not a solo
Not
one,
really,
but he
no.
has been started working on the Day 6 album though. Like I know that they're working on another album and he's
Ooh, yes.
collabing with other artists right now. He has like a couple artists that he's been like wanting to collab with. He just did one just like today, and yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna do any solo stuff, which he should, because I mean, why not? Pac-Man was amazing. Give me more.
Yeah.
You're right.
You right?
Do your thing, Jay. We support you.
If you're gonna give me more stuff like this, please continue, because this was great. And then I feel like Dabin like was barely in this song, to be completely honest. He like had his first verse and like his little ad libs and then his last verse, but I didn't mind. I was like, oh, okay, I'm about this. Like,
Yeah.
yes, we love a collaborative effort. Like,
Yeah. But I think the base or the core of the song was very DPR.
oh yeah,
So
1000%.
that's where
This
he was
was
like,
I
y'all
had
do y'all
cream
thing.
all over it.
Yeah.
That sounded weird.
I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh yeah, I did.
But if you don't know, Cream is DPR's producer. That wasn't a weird way. It was just literally Cream. Cream was all over this track. But
Good lord.
yeah, it was good. It was great. It was very DPR, but very Crush and very J or EJ, whichever one he is.
I need him to not. I need something that rolls off the tongue better. So we're just gonna call him Jay for now and just stick to it.
Because yeah.
It takes a bit. It's Ish, but like
Oh, it's Eej.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Ish, but when I look at it, that doesn't pop
I'm
into my
like,
head first.
Jay.
Like it takes me.
Oh
a
no,
minute.
the first thing that came to my head is Eej, but
Eej.
that's not it.
I know, same. But I've heard him say it enough time that I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I guess
okay.
I'll call you Ish.
Listen, this is years of him calling Young K Brian. This is payback. I'm gonna call him Jay.
Right.
I'm gonna call him Jay, and that's
Jay.
it.
You're right. It's Jay, and that's it. All right.
That's
this is
it.
the consequences of your action.
That's what you get.
Literally,
that's what you get for calling Young K Brian.
I mean,
Yeah.
I call Young K Brian.
I mean, me too. But we're talking about Jay right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not about Brian. This is about Ish, okay? And his name is Jay.
Which also, can we just do a little quick shout out to Brian? I mean, Young K. He has been doing, like, he
Yes,
has
King.
been promoting so many, like,
Lucy.
indie K bands. Like, he even just made it official on his, like, little radio show that he's gonna be having a different K band guest every week. And so I feel like he just knows he knows the struggle firsthand.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you know what? I'm a do it for the people, and we appreciate you, Brian. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Young K.
Mm-hmm.
Young K, we love you. Because guess what? Also, he did a cover with Lucy and
Yes.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so
God
And he
bless.
did a cover. He did a cover that he posted yesterday of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," which was beautiful.
I know, my
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
And he's out here doing great things. He bulked up too. He got chunky. He looked good.
He
And
looked
I was just
good.
like, you
Yes.
know what? Yes. Yes, I
Like-
love this for you. Get your money, get your health, get your wealth, get your shit, King. He's gonna be
Yes.
like the king.
Pay my bills.
Yes, he's gonna be the king of all indie band kings. They're gonna bow to him like, yes, master, yes,
Oh my God.
yes,
They
king of
do,
indie,
they do.
yes.
I
And
just love
that's
that
it.
he's doing that though, because even for
Yeah.
day 6, it took a minute for them to
Yeah,
like
a long
pop
time.
off in the sense that where they are now, you know,
Yeah.
like winning like a first win and everything.
Yes, I think that's why they're so, like, about giving clout and, like, collabing with, like, smaller artists. Like, Brian does that all the time. Jay does that too. Like, they're just like, you know what? This artist is amazing, and what clout I do have, I'm gonna give it to them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They understand the struggle.
You're right.
Yeah, because even with Lucy, like I remember watching that, and I did do a reaction to it. If anybody's interested, they can watch it. But watching that in the comments, everybody was just like, "Who is this band? Oh my God, they have a violin player! Look at the violin player! Oh, I'm gonna check him out!" And it's just like, yeah, yes, thank you,
Lucy,
you.
world domination.
Yes! Lucy World Domination, indeed.
Anyway, so that was our podcast for this week. Let's end up how we always do with our songs of the week.
I got a list. I got a whole playlist for my songs of the week. My first my first song of the week is Telepathy by BTS. Been playing that shit constantly. Yes. Second song of the week is Chungha, Dream of You. Love this song so much. Possibly one of my favorite releases from her ever. Incredible. The entire Enhypen album, beautiful. Chef's Kiss. The entire Kai album, beautiful. Chef's Kiss. Thank you. That's it.
My songs of the week, also I have a couple. It is The Black Swan by Grammy nominated artist BTS. That is how I will be referring to them from now on. Which is great because they also performed the song on Mama just now.
I can't wait to watch it. Oh my God.
You're gonna die because Hobie's like naked, but it's fine. Anyway.
Not Mama.
No,
The-
MMA.
That's what I
Oh.
meant. My bad. My brain automatically went Mama. Also, Enhypen's whole album from start to finish, from the intro to the outro, listen to it. Nikki, I'm kind of looking at you for the boyfriend thing, but it's fine. Do your homework, it's fine. My one song of the week is BBUSYEO. Also,
Oh my God.
Very Nice by 17.
Oh my gosh.
Because BBUSYEO reminds me of that song in a way.
I love that. I drew nights.
Yeah.
My songs of the week are Kai's entire album, but specifically Amnesia and Reason. Those bops. Love it. Yes. Also Enhypen, Give and Take It, and then the outro. Do not sleep on the outro. I know it's just an outro, but it's so good. It's so good.
Retweet.
My NCT song of the week is 90s Love because I am obsessed. And the song that made me cry this week was by EXO, Unfair, specifically the Christmas performance. I watched it 5 times in a row and bawled in my bed. Thank you.
I forgot you were doing that. Amazing.
Oh my God. For my songs of the week, also the Kai album. I cannot stop listening to that album. And also the GOT7 album as well, because I just love it. Especially Waiting for You. That song is a bop. Yes.
I feel it.
Love that. So, everyone stand Enhypen, stream their album. Thank you. Yes, that was our podcast for this week. So, whether you are gushing over GOT7, gushing over Kai, or extremely proud of Enhypen for their release, make sure you always
Fangirl on.